Hello to everyone, another video, and today I'm gonna review all my product line for the Phantom 3 and talk about some issues that were with some details that I make and some new stuff. So first I wanna show the whole line of the products that I make. First we have the front gimbal holder with the lens cover. You're all familiar with this product, it's my best seller, I can say. It replaces the original holder. It comes in the gold color or silver or red or black, whatever you want. Basically what it does, it holds the camera in place. Just put it on the camera and then test on the gimbal. Very safe and sits nicely. I received a few complaints about people that were using it with the third party or original DJI lens or ND filters. So the first thing that someone wrote in the group was that his holder was just fine, and then out of nowhere it shrank and stayed on the ND filter. I've tested this at my home and a few beta users that I have here in Israel, and what I can say is that if you leave the part in a hot place for a long time, let's say you leave it in your car for a period of a day, or you leave it at direct sunlight, what will happen? This form, it will not shrink, it will deform to a shape of a bit of an egg, and then it will stuck on the filter. So first, don't leave 3D parts, 3D printed parts in direct sunlight. It's not good for a long period of time. Of course, if you fly, it's okay, but if you leave it for a day at the sunlight, that's no good. The second thing is that I've made a specific holder for a Polar Pro or any kind of ND filter or lens for up to 32 millimeters. It's much bigger. If you want to compare, you see this one can go inside. So it still fits regularly as the old one, but this one really goes to the edge. You see, it goes until the end here, and it should fit almost all the filters. Just check it in your specifications of the diameter of the filter, and then you can know if it fits or not. And the price on this one is the same as on the old one. You just pick whatever you like. Next thing we have is the bottom gimbal protector. You're all familiar with this. It protects the camera from landing on hard surfaces such as stone or something, to prevent breaking the gimbal. Comes with the two shrinks, how you call it, zip ties, yeah, I think, and you put it on the Phantom. It helps very much. Next we have the V16 tracker, and this is the holder for it. This is the latest version with some minor improvements for finger and better holding. So we have this. Next we have the rear gimbal protector. It protects the fragile axis over here with the magnet and the black ribbon cable. You just put it like this with 2 fingers. Let me show you. Okay, I'll try to take it out. That's the part. You see, this is the black ribbon cable. It's very fragile. We don't want it to tear, so I just use this, put it here. Let's see, just right. Yeah. Next, oh, one more issue. I remember some guy made a review a few days ago about the gimbal hitting the bottom protector on the initiation. This happens only if you boot your Phantom and it's not like this, horizontal. If you boot it and it's in this angle, so it might happen. And also if theoretically you fly at the angle more than 60 degrees, it can hit. I'm not sure if it can hit. No, mine doesn't hit, but I've seen some cases it can touch just, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure. Well, I haven't encountered an issue yet with this, and I checked more than 10 gimbals and I see no scratch signs here, so I conclude that it does not damage the gimbal and I have no problems. My users had together I think more than 1,000 flights with this, maybe even more, and no issues. No one crashed or damaged his gimbal, so I see no problem with this. Yeah. Next one, we have the sun hood. The sun hood, I had one complaint that might be a bit tight fit, so I did it in purpose so it won't slip in the middle of the flight or anything and stay in place. One important note about this is the way that you put it on the gimbal and remove it. You should always do it in a clockwise direction. So I put it just, if this is the tip, I put it about 10 o'clock, okay, and then I clockwise, okay, screw it in, okay, until it's 12 o'clock, and I hold the camera all the time, always support the camera, and until the bottom is flat here. If it's not flat, it will go, it will be out too much. Okay, now it's flat, okay, and I have no problem. I can, you see, it's not touching the ground, just 1 millimeter, okay, and I can boot my Phantom. Let's try it. You see? No touching the ground, everything is perfect. If you put it deep enough, as I said, there will be no problem. Now I can turn it off. Great. So, I covered this issue. Now let's continue. Now I want to remove it. I remove it also in a clockwise direction. Never counterclockwise, because it will unscrew the lens from the camera. Okay, I'll do it clockwise, slowly, remove. Great. Next, I'm gonna move, sorry about that, to a new product. First is the legs. The legs, I have new version. in the previous videos you saw them in a white color. They were made from a PLA material and I didn't like it, they were too fragile. So I made it from a nylon. Nylon is much stronger material. You can see how much it bends. Okay, in this direction also it bends with no problem. It remains its shape, and even if I open it like this, it will return to its original form. Of course, as any other 3D part or plastic part, any part can be broken. If I take it now and I'll put a tremendous force on it, it can break. Nevertheless, I produce hundreds of parts. Sometimes problem can occur and there is defects. It happened even in much bigger companies than myself. I'm not a company even. Sometimes there are faults. If there is a faulty part, you know me, I always replace it for a new one if person asks, or I refund immediately. So I have a quality control, but from time to time things happen, and I think it's normal as long as I replace the part. Now let's show you what those legs do. You have a special place here, a cut, so I can fit. There is two types of leg, a left leg and a right leg. This is the opposite, and here, just like the propellers, they go counter one. The same type of leg goes cross. Now I put the legs. Okay, all of them are sitting. Now it sits firmly, as you can see. So what we gain from this? First, we boost our phantom about 3.5 centimeters up. So if we want to land in a grass or some muddy field, it will help us. The second thing, it helps with the tip over. As you can see, look how I'm gonna put now the angle. See, it's much harder now to make the phantom tip over. So this is a huge angle still, and it absorbs when I land. The legs bend a bit and work like the black sponges in the bottom of the legs. So now I remove it, as you can see. 10 seconds and they're out. Next thing, I'll put this on the side. A new product, the motor covers. You use them when you're storing your Phantom and you don't want any dirt go inside the motors here and damage them. So it does not cover the shaft, only the motor holes, and you've got two places to put your fingers to easily take it out. It's made from rubber first. You see, it's soft, but it sits firmly on the motors. Now I put them like this. And when I want to remove, I can use two fingers and remove them like this. It's easy. Whoa, and I got this one. Great. So this is a new product. It's pretty much straightforward, nothing special. Put it on the side. By the way, I almost forgot. With those parts on the side, it's hard to fit it in the original DJI Phantom 3 case. If you have any other case, it's not a problem, but the original case and its replica, there is not enough space for those two. So what you can do first, you can cut it, but I don't like to cut things, so I'm making a new version without those. that you can fit inside the DJI bag. So just tell me when you order them, if you have the original backpack. In any other backpack there's no problem with those. By the way, I don't like the original backpack too much. I think it's too small. And my latest product is this. It's the Toolbox Phantom Free Toolbox battery. It's just the same size as the original battery, so it will fit inside the bag in the place of a battery with no problem. One thing I changed about it, at the beginning I wanted to fit inside the Phantom, but then I thought of it and I got into conclusion that we might put some things that have a magnetic field, a screwdriver with a magnetic tip, and I don't want those type of things be inside my Phantom that have I don't know, maybe some kind of interference or I don't know what. So I prefer not to keep it inside the Phantom. I made it this way that it won't fit. It looks like a battery, but it won't fit inside. You see, it's all closed, nothing to go out. I have a small place here that I push and then it goes out. Then now I can show you all the stuff that fits inside. Okay, wait, I have more stuff. Okay, this is how it looks inside. I keep some extra screws for the Phantom and some 2 bags, 2 small screwdriver, another screwdriver that you can keep inside. They're from Phantom too, but goes for those of you that want to tie the motors, some Ziplocs, more parts. That's about the stuff that you can fit inside. I put the exact measurements of it when I post it as a tab. So that's the product. When you want to close it, you just snap it in. That's it, it's closed. It's not a must product, but I try to put new things, so this is one of them. So that's pretty much it. I think I covered all the issues that I wanted to talk with you about. You're more than welcome to share your thoughts and your experience with my product. I welcome critics and everything that you think is very important for me, so I can improve my products all the time. So post all your things regarding my products in the page, and see you later in my next videos. Bye and fly safe.